Alrighty guys, thanks for joining me. This is your Steady Jester. Welcome back to our playthrough of Cuba Libre. Is a companion to our coin series tutorial video series. Hopefully you've been able to check that out. Hopefully you've been able to follow along in our Cuba Libre playthrough. So, I got a little bit of time. Let's try and squeeze in a couple cards here and see how we can do. So it's going to be 26th of July going first. They do have an insurgent capability. The first group of guerrillas to move on each 26th July March operation flips underground. Huh. That could be pretty good. Because a lot of times what will happen is in their march, you can see there, if they move into an area and the number of guerrillas plus cubes there is more than 3, then you have to activate the guerrillas. So, how does that come into play with this? The first one moves underground. See, I'm not sure if they would flip and then he would go underground, or I think this card says the first group to move in a march operation flips underground. But then does he flip back over if they march into an area? That is a great question. Huh. Don't know the answer to that, to be honest. Well, do we want to take the events? There's a lot of good stuff Red could actually do. They could actually... They could ambush and attack. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. They're actually going to forego the event because having one flip underground seems pretty good, but is it good enough? Probably not. So we're going to go ahead and take a... We're going to do a attack and then an ambush. So we're going to actually do the ambush first. So an attack activates one underground guerrilla only and automatically succeeds. So that is going to be an attack. And then automatically succeeds, so we can remove. Activated guerrilla, roll a die equal to or less than the number of guerrillas. Remove 2 enemy pieces, base is last. And place a guerrilla. If you roll 1, this one just says, in the ambush, place a 26th July guerrilla. So they are going to activate the ambush here. This will go away. And they'll be able to place a guerrilla there. And we'll flip it so it's there. Now over here, we're going to do a regular attack. We would activate all of these pieces. So we'll flip them up, flip, flip, flip. There we go. So we activate all of our pieces. And then what you would normally do is roll a die, and if you roll equal to the number of guerrillas or less, you remove 2 enemy pieces, which, because we have 6 of them there, we obviously are going to be less than or equal to, so these 2 will go away. So that, let's see here. We didn't roll 1, and we didn't take any cash. So, but we cleaned out enemies of this location and in this location. And now So we did that. Now it's either government. It's going to be the government's turn. Well, obviously they're not going to play that ability because that would be stupid. So they're obviously... Oh, what's the next card coming up? The government waits he would be number 2 next time because the DR might actually... They might actually take an event. Right now he's limited to only a limited event. Or I'm sorry, a limited operation or the event. Limited operation or the event. Yellow might pass because they'll go number 1 in the next one. So many good, tough decisions, but a limited event would either be to train, to garrison, sweep, or assault. They could assault. Cost them some resources in each space. Remove 1 active grille or base for each troop cube there. Remove 1 piece for every cube. If we can organize this a little bit better, people. They would be able to pretty much wipe. Oh wait, they can only remove an active gorilla. Right, they can't get rid of this gorilla. They would have to sweep first. They get rid of this gorilla. They could sweep into this location, but yeah, I think what the government's going to do is they're actually going to pass. They'll take the 3 resources and see if they can get a better 1, 2, 3. See if they can get a better result on the next card, which puts it to yellow. Yellow, seeing that he can place a gorilla anywhere and get a free march, a rally, or ambush in that space. Let's take a look at those options and see how good that's going to be. So free march, move, ambush, and attack activates 1 underground gorilla and automatically succeeds, and removes 2 enemy pieces. Yeah, they will wait. That's going to be a good event, so they will also pass. So, they will gain a resource for that. It's going to come down to Rodriguez Lioches. Hopefully that's how you say that. We need another card here and flip this bad boy up. All right. Ooh. So government would be first again if they passed. Didn't know that at the time, or else he would have probably taken his little thing. But general strike. In each city, shift 1 level towards neutral and place 1 grill. Well, that obviously not. Let's try the strike fails, shops open. Set a city to active support and activate all gorillas there. Open any 1 closed casino. Oh, that's going to put the government between a rock and a hard place because they really don't want somebody to play this event, which means they are forced to play this. Because if somebody was to play this event, yellow is going to activate this card. Green, yeah. So the well, but we'll get to the government after we do what yellow does. All right, so yellow's going to take the event. DR places a grille anywhere and free marches to rallies or ambushes there. And free marches to rallies or ambushes there. Again, yellow likes to expand out, so we can move this back. This shouldn't be there. I don't know how they got there. Probably for me forgetting to move them back. All right. I'm thinking about ambushing, putting the grille here and then ambushing, which would kill off this unit and this unit. Is that correct? Would it kill off both of those units? Activate ambush. Attack activates one underground gorilla only and automatically succeeds. And then place a gorilla. Huh. And the attack would remove 2 enemy pieces. Bases last. Cubes protect casinos. So they wouldn't be able to get rid of the flip over these casinos, but they would be able to get rid of those 2 pieces. They can actually get rid of. No, they would only. Yes, they would put a gorilla down. They would kill these 2 units. Wonder if they could do that in a city. That would be interesting. Yeah, it says anywhere. Rally. If they put a unit here, they could rally and flip their units back over. But I think their best option is to bring a unit here. So place a grill anywhere and free march to rally or ambush there. And I think they're going to ambush, which means the attack automatically succeeds. They can remove 2 units. Now, this coin that's there, we have to see what happens to that coin. So, I think I remember reading that somewhere. Where was that? Where was that? There's a whole section on it. I thought it was towards the section 6. No, cache markers. Cache marker, blah, blah, blah. If a piece holding cache marker is removed, the owner must immediately transfer the cache marker to another gorilla or cube or remove it. The faction, after executing operations without a special activity, may remove a cache marker it owns for a free limited operation, extra free limited operation. During the resource phase, all cache markers are removed and each marker provides the owner with a base or 6 resources. Alright, so we will kill off this gorilla, which means the owner, he's got to decide. And there's no one else to give it to, so he could give it to, he could let Yellow have it. If he thinks maybe he could take it back, but at this point I think he's just going to say, the owner must immediately transfer the cache marker to another gorilla or cube or remove it. I guess it's their choice. It's not like it has to go to a gorilla, and then if there's no gorillas, to a cube, and then if there's no cubes, then remove it. It looks like it's a or thing. So, yeah, I guess the casino, the green player is not very happy. And then, because they executed an ambush, it's going to activate our gorilla, but we get to place a gorilla there as an ambush. So, voila. So this is no longer government controlled. Take that away. No one owns this. 2 versus 2, I believe. I'll have to check that. Does green... Let's look at support. Does green have control? A faction controls a province or city. If its pieces there exceed those from other factions, all other factions combined. Oh, okay. So you got to control it. You got to have more pieces than all the other factions combined. If none does, the space is uncontrolled. Casinos count only if open. Oh, okay. Well, that's another thing I didn't realize. Casinos only count as open. Control affects certain factions' activities and victory. Adjust control markers to show a faction's control as it changes due to operations, special activities, and events. Voluntary forced removal or the propaganda round. So casinos only count if they're open, so there's 1 versus 2. So actually, so that was government is going to lose total support. Their total support's going to go down 1 here. On 15. And it does look like the DR will take control of this space, which means they have 1. They have 1 point. So yes, they have 1. Okay, so that was oops, so we forgot to you're right. We forgot to do all this. Right. So they're going to take the event, which means the government now can either take their full operation or they can take this. Set a city to active support and activate all gorillas there. Set a city to active support, passive support. So that's not that great an event, actually. So I think he will finally take his full turn. All right, so let's see what they can do here. They might do an assault and... Although if they train... Right, if they train, they could put a base down here. And it'd be harder for... But they do have quite a few units on the board. They just haven't been able to do anything with them. Let's see, what can they do? They got a couple activated guerrillas, but they lost all their units there. You know what they can do? They can assault and transport. And they can do the transport first. Right, and then in a space, remove one active guerrilla or base for each troop cube, city, or EC. Remove one piece for every 2 in the mountains. Oh, hell, this is mountains again. Damn it. Urgh. It's so hard to do anything in the mountains. Okay, well, I think they will assault, though. Yeah, I think they are going to assault. They're actually going to assault here, and here, and here. How many resources they have? Not a lot. Okay. So if they assault, they can still do any. Add a terror marker to a selected space and shift opposition 1 level towards neutral. Replace the guerrilla there with relocate. No. Remove any one active guerrilla or base. Base is last. All right, I think that it's only, that's right, it's only going to cost 6 resources because they only so they're at 18 and 6 is 12, and they will remove 1 active guerrilla or base for each troop. So they're going to remove this one, this one, and so they got yellow out of there-ish. You still have to deal with green. They got yellow out of theirs as well. Yellow got hammered this time, unfortunately for them. And a red will get out of there. So that was their assault. Oh boy. And then, you know what? They're going to airstrike. And they're going to airstrike there because this guy is active. Oops. So they're going to airstrike there. So they are done. So that will be it for that card. So many good, tough decisions, I tell you. So many good, tough decisions. All right, let's see what's coming up here, people. Flip. All right. So, who's up? It's going to be red and green. So, red won't be able to get this because yellow will be activated for this. So, it's going to be green and then red. Green can play the event in each city, shift one level towards neutral, and place any one gorilla. Green. What's green's victory conditions? Casinos and resources. Set a city to active support and activate all gorillas there. Open any one closed casino. Set a city to active support and activate all gorillas there. They could do that to screw over somebody else, but right now there's only the green inside a city, so they're obviously not going to play that event. In each city, shift one level towards neutral and place any one gorilla in each city. So they can get a gorilla in every city. Well, there's 3 of them. They don't really care about the support. What is that going to be better than what they can do if they just take a full operation is the next question. They do have to be worried because they have 2 casinos over here. One's closed and one's open. But they have no units there to help protect them. And they have 2 casinos here, but neither of these guys are open either. They need to get these casinos open. So that is to construct. They will construct. And if they construct, then they can do anything. Move 1 or 2 troops from any space on the map to the selected area. They can bribe. Remove 2 cubes. They can profit. Place a cash marker with any gorilla or cube in each of 1 or 2 selected spaces. All right, I think they're going to construct his 15. Oh, that's going to wipe them completely out. They could flip over 3 casinos, though. That would give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 open casinos. Obviously, they don't have the 30 resources yet, but they're getting there. And I believe when we do the resource phase, the population of each city and the econ of each unsabotaged EC where syndicate gorillas outnumber police plus twice the number of open casinos. So they waste a turn rallying to bring some guerrillas down before they open a few casinos. This wasn't to open a casino, right? Oh yes. Send a city to act as support and activate all guerrillas there, and then open a closed casino. Yeah, not great though. But it is free though, so that would save them 5 resources if they do that event. The general strike actually. Oh, they can only construct in cities or provinces that neither the government nor the syndicate control. Really? Wow, tough decisions. Like, what do you do? Good lordish. And if they wait, they're not going to get much of a better chance to do anything. Yellow. Place any non-casino base and any one grill into a mountain. Yeah, yellow will probably take that. So, and they'll be up first. I can only place it where there's no control. Good Lord. Any province or city to rally. You know what? It's going to cost them. It's going to cost them resources to rally, to get guys out, and it's going to cost them resources to construct. They can actually just take this event. In each city, shift 1 level towards neutral, and place any one guerrilla. Or set a city to act as support and activate all guerrillas there, and then open any one casino. You know what? They need to bring guys on. So they can get to these environmental, right? Syndicate. The population of each city and the econ of each unsabotaged EC where syndicate guerrillas outnumber police. So they have to outnumber the police in the cities. That would be 0 right now. Or they have to go after these. Dang. They really need like 2 moves. They need 2 moves. I'm sorry. It just... I think, you know what, they are going to take the event. In each city, shift 1 level towards neutral and place any one guerrilla. So this is going to flip. And so they're going to lose 6 support. So they're at 15. They're down to 9. So that's 6. This one, they're going to lose a point. And this one, they're going to lose a point. So they're going to lose 2 more points. So let's check out. Are they at 6 support? There's 6 support there. They have 2 here. So it's 6, 7, 8. That's 8. They should have 8 support. So somewhere along the lines we missed one somewhere, but that's all right. So I got 6, 7, 8 support. And we got to put a gorilla in each of these. Now that's important. It might not seem like that great an event, but after looking at the information, right, the only where they can construct, right, is any city or province that neither the government nor the syndicate controls. So I got to get some units in there. Government still controls that, they still control that, and they still control that. So I actually ended up playing the event, which is interesting. That means red will probably do their operation. And let's see what they can do here. Right. I think they might want to terror again and get some more opposition up. Or, you know what? Let's see how do they score? They score with the number of its bases. Oh yeah, they definitely. All right, so they definitely are going to. They're going to what's it called? Rally. So they're going to rally in here and here and here and probably here. So that's going to cost them 4 resources. They're at 11. So there should be at 7. All right, so they're going to take 2 of these guys off, put that on, and take 2 of these guys off. We got to be coming up on a scoring thing pretty soon. And then place 1 grill or place 2 at the base. If base is dead, now, so they're just going to be able to bring 1 guy there, flip it, 1 guy here. All right. Well, there we got a few turns in. We got a few cards in. I know it seems, you know, I'm trying to give you guys strategy and thoughts and stuff. Hey, thanks for joining me from Poland. Stutzov Stajtobi. Stitobi. I'm probably butchering your name, but thanks for joining me from Poland. We were just getting a couple turns in here, so well, that is that. So these guys will flop over there. Wow, red just doesn't get very many resources, do they? Good Lord. The number of its bases. Unless they get to some of these economic values, which is what they were going to try to do. Question is, are they going to run out of turns? All right, so that is, this one's coming over. Flip it. Oh, we're going to get another turn, so that'll be interesting. So it's yellow and government. And we'll get to that probably in the next episode. Yeah, I'm sure I butchered your name. Sorry about that, my friend. But thanks for coming by. Yeah, we got a couple good cards under our belt. It's one of those games that there's every kind of decision is so important. You're rubbing your chin thinking about it, and then you think something else, and then you got to analyze that. It's like, well, if I march, what could happen? And then I could march and then I could profit. Well, no, then I can march and I could bribe. But if I bribe, then I could do construct and then bribe. And then I could do terror instead. It's like, oh my God, there's so many good choices. It's just really makes you think about it, especially when you're playing all the factions, just, as you're playing. If you're playing off the AI and you're running the AR, my nickname means staff table. Okay. If you're just running if you're running the AI from the game, you just follow the flowcharts and it'll basically tell you what to do, which is nice. But if you're running, when you got to operate each of them yourself, makes it a little bit more tougher because you got to compare and analyze how this is going to affect you and how is this going to affect you when the next card comes up and everything. So anyways, thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. And let's go ahead and save this bad boy. And that way we'll have it for next time. And we'll see y'all later. So thanks for coming out and watching. And we'll see you later tonight. Till then, take care, guys.